want to know what's bothering you in the world of sports. Give Murph a call at 312-644-6767. That's 312-644-6767. And tell him what's beefing you in the world of sports. What's Your Beef is brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
Hey, fire it up. Best sports beefs win a trip to Brown's for the best beefs in town. Lunchtime. Look, it's 21 minutes after 12. You're out in the car. 50 Chicagoland locations. Hey, there's one just up ahead. Pull on in. Hello, Brown's. I would love an Italian beef and Italian sausage. I like a combo. Put them together. And Murph's favorite, the Maxwell Street Polish. Grilled onions and yellow mustard for me, please. What's your beef? Let's get to the phone lines. See what the fans are beefing about in the world of sports. When someone drops off, that's when you should dial in quickly. 312-644-6767. And let's start up with Dave down in beautiful Dixon, Illinois on the Rock River. Hello, Dave.
Hey, Howie, I'm not picking you up, but I'm heading out there.
Heading out to Dixon. I'll tell you what, go knock the ball around today at the Lost Nations Golf Course. I love that trail out there, man.
I'll go say hi to Ronald for you at his little house.
Oh, yeah, I've been up there. I left a lot of golf balls near where the turkeys run by on 15, 16, the little dogleg right. You know the one?
Right out there.
Yep. You got it. Hey, Dave, what's your beef?
My beef is, how about the Bears front office? It's like they're disassembling the team. They didn't want to pay the coach. Now they pay the coaches. Now the Briggs can't stand them. They get rid of Thomas. They raise their ticket prices. This should be a nice off-season. Instead, it's all disarray.
Well, you know what, Dave? All I can say is they better have a game plan. They better know what they're doing, and they better be back in the shuffle again next year. The Super Bowl shuffle. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Thanks.
All right, buddy. Dave was dying for some Browns, you could tell. He was hanging on. Maybe next time, Dave.
That one was too simple,
Well,
right?
you know what? I mean, it ain't just chicken anymore. It tastes better. Is that George's stomach growling back there? Is that what I hear? Let's go to car phone Mike on the score. Hello, Michael.
How's it going, Murph?
Good, Mikey. What's your beef?
My beef is with the college basketball analyst, in particular Mr. Billy Packer, for defending Gerald Henderson's forearm shiver on Tyler Hansbrough, saying he was trying to block the ball. I mean, it was just absolutely preposterous.
You know, Mike,
he loaded right up on him.
You know, I'm so glad you brought that up. And you know what? If you do that in grade school ball, high school ball, street ball, YMCA ball, you know what? Someone's either going to take care of you or you're not going to be asked to come back and play. And for anyone to try to say that type of ball is just the flow of the game, it's incomprehensible to me that that's where sports is these days. Hey, Mike, stop on by. Visit my friends at Brown's, courtesy of Murph, all right?
All right, Murph.
All right, hang on. Hook up Mikey there. 312-644-6767. What's your beef? Hey, visit Brown's at brownschicken.com. You know they got the greatest chicken. Dinner tonight, you might want to pick up some chicken. The side orders are my favorite. The mustacholi, the mac and cheese. Oh, man, mac and cheese. Is that my favorite? Or, lunchtime, how about a meatball sandwich today? The meatball, bloop, be careful, it might fall right on your tie like Dan Richmond. Happened to him here, our super sales manager. Or, a Murph favorite, the Maxwell Street. How about an Italian beef? How about an Italian sausage? Or put them together like Frank Portillo, the president, does, and say, it's my favorite. The combo at Brown's Lunch, Brown's Beef, Brown's. It tastes better. Let's go to Steger, Illinois, down south. Easy E. How are you, E?
Hey, good hearing from you, Murph. How you doing?
Oh, vice versa. Good hearing from you. Hey, E, what's your beef?
Murph, I got a beef with, in general, the way that the owners and the players, no specific team, but since right now, with the Bears in particular, now we got, Briggs and the management at war. You think after a good season like that, you'd be wanting to get everybody signed up. If it's not them, then we got to deal with stuff like with the Cubs. These guys can never seem to be on the same track, and it's us fans that end up sweating it out the whole season. It's like, look at what they did with Ramirez. They dragging their feet. Ben Zambrano. Now Briggs.
Right. Wait a minute. The Zambrano thing. You know what? Maybe it's the fault of the newspapers and the radio and even the score for sure. You know what? These agents and the front office, keep it. All I'm asking, do you agree with me? Keep it behind closed doors and let us know when it's over, yes or no.
Right.
Right?
Cut out all the red tape. Here. Yeah. You guys handle it, and then let us know what goes on.
There you go.
Put us through the ringer.
There you go. Tell us if it's a yes or a no when it's all worked out. And you know what? The score maybe is just as guilty as anyone.
No, not you guys, Murph. It's not this show anyway.
Well,
it's the Northeast show.
Oh, E, come on. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy. I appreciate it very much.
Murph.
Producer Si, is that you?
I don't normally follow up on a beef.
I thought I disconnected your microphone the other day when you weren't looking.
You tried. But that guy was right on. You know, I'm sick of these teams just using us.
And the agents.
And the agents.
Right, both sides.
To negotiate. Yeah. Do it at a table. I don't need to hear it.
Right.
I mean, he was right on.
Pick up the phone, call up the reporters when it's either we've signed him or he's leaving. Back in a flash, it's Murphapalooza till 2 o'clock. That was 25 minutes there, nonstop talk. Hope you enjoyed at least a portion of it. More coming up, including lots of Bears, Frank DeFord, Lou Piniella, and a very, very interesting nugget buried in a White Sox story today that no one yet, I don't believe, has talked about. Could it be the Sox are looking to do something in that number 5 starter role? After all, back in a flash. Sports Radio 670. Sports Radio Beef Radio. What's your beef next? Continues, brought to you by Browns. It tastes better.
Hit 'em up, move 'em on, hit 'em up, raw high.
I want to talk to you. Hey, you got some beef.
What's your beef? It's Murph. Let me ask you a question. How long since you've had a real Chicago way Italian beef sandwich? Never, right? You've moved here within the last 5, 6, 7 years. You hear about the Italian beef sandwiches, Chicago. Hey, Browns does it better than anyone else. You've been out in the suburbs you used to have them when you were a kid. Your dad, your grandpa used to have, Italian beef's downtown. Where do I get them in the suburbs? Are you kidding me? 50 locations all around Chicago and the suburbs. Browns, thinly cut Italian beef. They've worked years on this formula. It's unbelievable. You get the peppers, the giardiniera, the French bread rolls. It is perfect. It tastes better. Let's go next to see who's beefing. And we got Chris, appropriately from Sandwich, Illinois. I'm getting hungry already. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Murph, what's up?
Hey, what's your beef, Chris?
Hey, I'm a first-time beefer, and I'm kind of breaking the rules here.
Uh-huh.
But I just left Browns. Got a beef. Got some corn fritters.
Oh, the corn fritters, the baked beans, the golden dip, the mushrooms, the mustard, the macaroni and cheese. Well, wait a minute now. What's your beef?
My beef is I'm making my order, and I look down and I see a cardboard cutout of Northie. Where's the cardboard cutout of Murph?
Northie's everywhere. Hey, we had lunch with Murph and Browns a few years ago. Northie's everywhere. You're a winner. You're calling me from a Browns. Where are you? There's no Browns in sandwiches.
I have to travel to go to Browns because I love it so much. I'm in Aurora.
The Aurora location. You would think there'd be a Brown sandwich in Sandwich, Illinois. Hey, you're a winner. Chris, hang on. Say hi to Mike North's cardboard cutout for me, all right, buddy?
Thanks a lot, Murph. I appreciate it.
Hang on and hook up Chris. Send him back to Browns. Let's get back to some final calls on What's Your Beef? Brought to us by our friends at Browns. It ain't just chicken anymore, but the chicken tastes better. Let's bring up Sindad as a car phone. Hello, Sindad.
Hey, Murph, how you doing?
Hey, man, I'm fine. What's your beef?
No, I'm piling on with my beef on the Bears management. I mean, what are they doing over there? You know, first we get rid of the coach we should have kept and gave all this money to Lovey. Now we might lose a player. We would have been much better off if we would have given the money to the player and brought in a new coach, you know, gave him a low contract like the Bears are used to doing. You know, this offseason worked out so much easier. Instead, now we got Lovey, who doesn't deserve to have all the money, in my eyes.
In your opinion, okay.
my opinion, yeah. So, I mean, what is wrong with the Bears manager? This smells of when we almost went to the World Series with the Cubs. I mean, the next year we got rid of everybody, and then we went in the tank for the next 4 years. What the hell's going on?
Sinbad, I don't know what happens in other towns. You know, maybe we don't pay as much attention when a team is, in the Super Bowl, loses. Maybe this happens to a lot of teams. I don't think it does. And these guys, they better have a game plan. We're going to talk with David Haw in about an hour, so keep listening. Sinbad, thanks, buddy. Good to hear from you. All right, pal. Thank you very much. Let's go to Carphone Dave. He's got a beef. Hey, David.
Hey, how you doing, Murph? Love you. Love the show.
Thanks, Dave. What's your beef?
My beef is actually with Lance Briggs himself. You know, he always saying that it's not about the money. He wants respect, and he had to play out a crappy contract. They came to him last year with a 6-year, $36 million contract. That's $6 million a year. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty sweet to me.
Well, evidently he wanted 10 times 10 or 9 times 9 or 8 times 8 or 7 times 7 because he didn't like the 6 times 6, did he?
I don't understand. He's getting 1,000% raised, and he's complaining.
Hey, Dave, you know what? Those numbers evidently to him make sense. And to you and me, it's hard to make sense out of them. I appreciate it. Thanks, Dave.
Thank you, Murph.
All right, buddy. We'll break down the Bears with David Haw in a little while. Let's pop into Frank is on What's Your Beef from Browns. It tastes better. Hey, Frank.
Murph, it's always better with you, pal.
Oh, I appreciate the kind words. Hey, Frank, what's your beef?
What's my beef? Here we are Sunday watching an exhibition game between the Sox and the Cubs. The Sox annihilate the Cubs preseason. I walk into work on Monday, and what do I get?
What?
The Cubs stink. You guys aren't going to do anything. Wait a minute. Oh, this is one game. It's the exhibition game. It isn't the World Series. These guys haven't even played 50 games yet. These guys are saying, the Sox are going to do this, the Sox are going to do that, and the Cubs, what are you, nuts? They're out of their friggin' mind. Murph.
Hey, Frank, you know what? The exhibition games mean 0, nothing, nada. But I like your angle. You're a winner. You're going to Browns right over there on Ogden Avenue.
Oh, Murph, you're the best.
Hang on. Hook up Frank in Lombard. Send him over to Ogden Avenue to Browns. It tastes better. Let's get back to the phones and bring up Riles from Bloomington. Hello, Riles.
Hey, Murph. How's it going?
Good. What's your beef?
Well, I got a major beef with the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame Veterans Committee. I'm a Cardinal fan. I grew up watching the tail end of Ronnie's 10-year run as the preeminent third baseman for a decade. But once again, the exclusionary committee passed him over. And, in fact, they haven't admitted one player in the 6 years that they've been voting. And their spokesman, Joe Morgan, a pretty good baseball man, questioned their objectivity about letting anybody into the Hall of Fame, and he goes, well, we haven't done it for 6 years, but the writers didn't do it for 15. Hey, 21 wrongs don't make a right, buddy.
Well, you know what else? And you raise a very interesting angle here, Riles. And I read this from a writer in the Daily Herald last week. His name is Ted Cox, C-O-X, and Mr. Cox wrote that, you know what, with the Bill James and the new interest and understanding of how some statistics are worth more than others that they didn't know about, maybe 20, 30 years ago. He says just because a guy was not voted in, and Santo had a great on-base percentage, but regardless of Santo, the reason that this Veterans Committee is there is because maybe something was not voted on correctly for whatever reason many years ago. For Morgan to simply say, because they didn't do it then, we ain't doing it now, is faulty logic, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Thanks a lot. Hey, Riles, appreciate it, buddy.
Everyone apparently in the industry knew that the broadcasters, Harry Carey and Milo Hamilton, had a major beef with each other.
Everybody in the industry evidently knew that Thomas Jones and Cedric Benson. Welcome back, Murph, home stretch. What's your beef? Mine? An Italian beef at Brown's, an Italian sausage at Brown's. Lunchtime, 50 locations. Stop on in. A Maxwell Street Polish, a meatball sandwich, or dinner tonight, chicken at tastes better at Brown's. Paul from the South Side. Hello, Paul.
Hello, Murph. How are you?
Fine, Paul. What's your beef?
My beef is with these major league or major athletes, professional athletes that are gifted, have so much money, and they're always in trouble. How could that be?
Now, Paul, let me ask you this. If they didn't have a penny to their name, do you think they'd be in less trouble, more trouble, or about the same amount of trouble, individually speaking?
Probably the same.
Probably the same. You got it. Hey, you know what, Paul? Good beef. Thanks for holding on. You're going to Browns, all right, buddy?
Thanks, Murph.
All right. Hook up Paul on the south side. He's going to go to Browns. Why? It tastes better, and it ain't just chicken anymore.
Thanks for participating in What's Your Beef. Join Murph for another edition of What's Your Beef. What's Your Beef has been brought to you by Brown's Chicken Sandwiches and Catering.
All winners of the Mike Murphy Show are only eligible to win prizes once in a 60-day period.